Hey, it's Macro Geek. It is, March 20th, and about 2 days ago, a new update dropped for the Arkos OS for RG351P and M and various other handhelds based on the same platform. And what it added was a new emulator core for Dreamcast. So, if you Retro Game Core has a walkthrough of this. You can go watch their video. But if you go to options and you're connected to Wi-Fi and you run your update, it's Arkos 1.6, but this is one of the weekly builds. So then if you're in Dreamcast and you hit Start, Emulator Settings, go all the way down here, Dreamcast. You want your emulator to be Retro Run 32, and you want your core to be FlyCast 32 Rumble. If you've got that set, that's the default for all your games. You can still override that individually, but what we're seeing is some improved Dreamcast performance. Is it perfect? No. This machine is just not powerful enough to run everything fluently. So N64, PSP, Dreamcast, they're all going to be hit or miss. Handful of titles will be playable. There's always going to be some glitches. If you need those things to be perfect, well, I don't know that there's an emulator or handheld really does it that isn't basically a laptop and a handheld. But for today, for this, $100 handheld, performance just got a whole lot better. So I'm just going to do a real quick test of a handful of games that I've previously done on my channel, and you can decide for yourself. One of the things about this core is it doesn't have the ability to display frame rate, so you just kind of got to eyeball it and say, ooh, plays well enough for me, or I hate it. But let's go Crazy Taxi, one of my favorites. Still got some audio bugs, but I think it's a little more playable this time around. What I haven't figured out yet on FlyCast is if there's ability to do save states. Oh, wrong confirmation button. There's a speck of dust on my screen. You can hear the audio stutter just a second there. It seems to be that when dialogue happens is when I hear the most audio glitches, but it's still way smoother than it was before. Oh, I missed the takeoff. This scene is where you can always hear the audio breakdown when there's a bunch of cars. Now it just turns into a slowdown instead of a full-on stutter and hiccup. And it is hard to drive while you're also watching your hands on the camera. Okay, so Crazy Taxi runs. Sonic Adventure 2. This is the one audio breaks down real bad on the first skiing down the hill scene in this game. And depending on the core, when I previously ran this, the first level was almost unplayable at parts. You could get through it, but it was like a 30 or 40% slowdown. Some cores ran it better, but it still was pretty compromised. I will tell you, during the initial cutscene, there's some glitching where you can see Sonic through the wall of the helicopter for a second. This feels much faster to me. There's still some audio glitching, but it feels much faster and more fluid. Oh, I missed it. Gonna have to practice that. So I dare call this one playable now. Doesn't mean I'm good at it. It's been 10 years since I last played this game. So that one's pretty playable. What else? Hydro Thunder. Oops, I backed out, sorry. Wrong button to confirm. I've been playing too many different handhelds. Some of them use the Japanese style buttons to confirm and go back, and some of them use the US style. So some graphical glitching in the water animations, but it's fast and it's playable. Feels like it might not be going 100% the original speed. So it doesn't look great, but you could play it. What else? Do I still have Powerstone on here? A quick game of Powerstone. I don't remember how to play Powerstone. I know it's a beat 'em up. That guy's creepy. So this feels pretty good, and I remember it was playable before, but I don't think it was this smooth. I think it had more glitching and weird sounds. I'll have to refer back to my own old video. So Powerstone's pretty playable. I would say this opened up a lot of stuff that's going to run at like 80% speed or better, where you're only going to notice some occasional glitching and frame drops, but a lot of the marginal games just became a lot more enjoyable. I still think there's going to be a bunch of them that just don't run super well because they're just hard to emulate, but I think this is a great piece of added value. Christian's added to the software by porting this in and listening to the community, and my 351 purchase just keeps getting better and better. And I know it's not perfect, that people complain about thumbstick issues or sleep mode or whatever, but I am not mad about the price I paid for this handheld versus the amount of value I got out of it. It's still my favorite emulator handheld thus far, and I play it multiple times a week, so I'm real happy with it. Hopefully new stuff keeps coming. What else is new? Recently we've gotten Amber ports happened in the last month or so. So if you go to the ports section, the guy that was doing a lot of DOSBox ports actually added, it's up at the top, the Amber ports manager. So as he works on new ports, he's got a tool here, so you can hit update. It'll update the new definition files, and then you can go to the games that list, and these are all the ports that are currently supported. Now, on a lot of them, like Cave Story, will just install and run, but like Diablo, this installs the launcher stuff you need in a folder, and you still need to bring some of your Diablo files from the PC copy in. But again, just the community's done some amazing stuff. Just keeps updating these things. So Amber ports is cool. That came in late Arkos 1.5 or early 1.6, and is another just cool bonus feature you can use right now. That's it for this week's video. If there's stuff you want me to test on the new emulator cores, put it in the comments. I'll see if I can get to it when I have time. And thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I've got various playlists for different emulators and classic consoles and stuff if you want to see some of it but not all of it. So I really appreciate the support in the community. Thanks. Bye.